Hello, fellow players of Hero Wars. I'm Jay. Welcome to Jay vs. Hero Wars. Today I'll be talking about the Lilith revamp event that we have for Facebook and web, as well as the brawls that goes along with it, Lilith Brawls. So without further ado, let's check it out. Alright guys, so here we are in game. Energy recovery's popping up for us. We know we have a Lilith rework event. So let's check it out. Lilith's Obsession. Can you feel the heat? Reborn in flames, Lilith seeks retribution with renewed vigor. Only the worthiest can tame her fiery heart and channel her obsession into the right cause. Excuse me. So we got Fiery Obsession, logging in daily, and you get Lilith Soul Stones, and up to 10 on the 5th login day, which is pretty cool. On the way, spending emeralds gets you some brawl coins, which you can trade in at the shop. We'll look at that in a little bit here. We also have a Devious Imp player's avatar. We got acquire VIP points, so 9,000 VIP points acquired gets you a fire frame, as well as the Frowning Imp player's avatar. Interesting. Unbridled energy, we have Lilith dolls, as well as brawl coins here for spending energy in campaign. 15,000 energy for all of the tab. So that equates to about 3,000 energy per day. Echoes of a Scorching Realm. Now, this is where we open chests and Outland, 200 Outland chests, quite a bit. A little less than the 210 they regularly have us do, but quite a significant amount nonetheless. Path of Passion, starting or joining an adventure, 5 days of the event, 5 adventures to be done. Lilith Doll, as well as some brawl coins. Higher Flame, opening artifact chests up to 100. So hopefully you guys still have some artifact chests from Winterfest that you saved. Maybe not, we'll see. That's quite a few artifact chests to be opened. Demonic Persistence, opening chests in the tower, 100 chests in the tower. So you can do 15 per day. So I guess if you are able to do it from the previous day, it's possible, right? Just doing free chests. But again, you get some Lilith dolls and some brawl coins. So that is the first half of the event, right? And we did get Lilith reworked. I will touch on that in a different video, most likely tomorrow. But let's continue on with the event portion. So we got Lilith Brawls. This introduces kind of how it goes. You assemble any team with Lilith and battle heroes of max level and power. You attack enemy players for rewards, and you get a reward for every victory. The defense team you assign is chosen automatically, but you can change it. All you need to do is click on this defense, right? There is a life counter, so anytime you battle someone, if you lose, this counter goes down. There's a couple interesting features here that are different from mobile, right? Because mobile has this right now. It's had it in the past. But let's take a look. So to change your defense, all you need to do is click on defense. But we'll get there in a second, I guess, because they're not done explaining it to us. Completing the daily quest to get streak rewards, right? So streak rewards, you win 5 battles. You get 500 brawl coins. Don't forget there will be no more reward drops when the main quest is complete. This is where you can exchange your rewards, right? Which are these brawl coins for prizes at the merchant. We're going to keep clicking here, and that's it. So now let's change our defense. So Lilith is going to be locked, right? That is a mandatory hero because that is the hero that they're promoting here. You'll notice that Lilith is no longer a tank. Hence, she stands at the very, very back of your team. Interesting choice, I would say, by Hero Wars. One of my top concerns is going to be Isaac, right? As a clear problem child for Lilith. But let's see. We can probably edit this team a little bit. I don't know if we want Lilith standing all the way in the back without some more protection. So I'm thinking we get rid of Sebastian. Even though I love Sebastian, I think for purposes of this particular event, it might not make sense to have no healer. So I kind of think Dorian is the answer here, and the reason being that Lilith is a good damage dealer. She's a decent damage dealer for sure as a mage. Oh. But the other problem is that she does have a decent amount of health, but she doesn't have a lot of health to start. So I'd like to protect against that, and so we'll have Dorian stand in here. We also should apply patronage here if we're going to do this right. So we're going to do Fenris. Um, Isaac, we want Mara, of course. Lilith, we will, well, I mean, we could have used Merlin, but I like Merlin on Dorian. So I'm thinking I want to do magic attack and armor with Biscuit. And what I'll do here is magic attack and armor with Axel. So I think that'll be my defensive team. I mean, is it the best team? Probably not, but it's a decent team. There's nothing wrong with that. So log is where all your matchups will be recorded. The merchant, right? So well, I guess let's see how this works out. So we have a team here that I think seems very defeatable. It's an NPC, which means it's a computer generated team, right? So Hero Wars wants you to feel good about yourself winning at least one of these matchups. So we'll go. We'll take them up on that. Let's. No, we don't want Martha, but we do want. I'm going to just use the exact same team I pretty much filled in there a second ago. Let's find Isaac here. Let's see. Isaac, and then we need Dorian. So let's find Dorian. And the thing I like about Dorian is he grants vampirism, and Lilith does deal a fair amount of damage. The concern I have with her, other than Isaac being a solid counter already, right? Because now she's a mage, um, would be just simply that will she have enough health to sustain herself? So, by having Dorian back there, that helps. Obviously, if I see a Jorgen on the team, I'm going to be subbing in Sebastian somewhere. So just some things to consider and to be able to be flexible with your team enough to swap out different heroes. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. I want to do a couple of brawls. We'll speed up combat. I have a good feeling about this one. So there's that silence from Isaac. Love to see it. Now, if Carr can get going here, I think we're going to be off to a great start. So there we go. We got our first victory. No loss. So we got 100 of these brawl coins, a little bit of gold. And so there's lives now. And so we have another NPC. I don't even need to really adjust my team because there's no Sebastian there. So we will do that. So here we go. Just a really non-competitive team, if I'm being honest. So we'll finish him off here. Chav is the last man standing. Should be easy to take down, and he is. So now we got some actual opponents here. All right, so this is an interesting one because I will need to change my team for this opponent. The reason being Kark is not advantageous against someone like Yasmin. So this is where I instantly put in Helios. We need to counter Jew as well. Where's Martha at? So we're just doubling up on counters here, which is fine, but I need to make sure that I'm also offensive. So I'm going to personally put in my own Yasmin because it doesn't look like he's well equipped. He or she is not well equipped to maybe handle that. We'll see what happens here. It should be a close one, but Celeste, I think, won't be able to handle Yasmin on her own. And if I can neutralize their Yasmin using Helios, I have a good chance at the win here. So we'll see how this plays out. It's also very interesting to see where Lilith stands, which is behind Helios. Interesting. All right, so let's see. We're going to try to get a couple more wins here. All right, so we're going to take this one. I think it looks promising. I do want to get rid of Helios here, but I'm kind of thinking because of this team, I want to use Ishmael. Let's see. Can we use Nebula? Or maybe we want Aurora. We're going to assign Fenris there. We're going to assign Kane to Aurora. We're going to assign Al. I guess we'll do Albus, and then we will just go with Axel. I mean, worst case we lose here. I kind of don't see that happening actually, but we'll see what happens here with this particular lineup. Just adjusting to the circumstances and trying to give ourselves the best chance at winning. Obviously, you can always go with the exact same team, but sometimes, some teams are not meant to be battled like that. Of course, if you don't mind losing, then and you have the emeralds to use, you can actually purchase extra lives in this particular situation. So let's see how this plays out here. Oh wow, Dante just one-shotted Yasmin. That was not expected. We pulled off the win, but it was a lot closer than I anticipated. I do just want to get at least to this last one, so we might as well go for one more. Let's see. Okay, so neither of these opponents is super easy, but we'll see how we can go about this. Let's see. We want to use Anvari, of course, because I'm seeing Kark. Seeing Kark, we want Anvari. I'd like to use Qingmao as well. Where's Qingmao? Qingmao. Let's see. We want Dorian. And who else would we like? I see Lilith in the back. Sebastian Isaac. Okay, yeah, decent. And Aurora. Maybe I'll use Chaba to get rid of Aurora. I think we'll do that. The nice thing here is that obviously all these heroes are maxed out, so I don't really have to worry about my opponent's level in terms of ascension, right? If they're way stronger than you, even if it's a counter, you might not work out. So if you know some counters here, definitely helps out. But Chaba is a counter to Aurora. If you haven't seen my video on that, it's pretty helpful, I think, and it kind of explains why Chaba is really good against Aurora. I have some videos on countering Kark as well, and some of the other metas like I'm trying to think, but Astaroth is definitely one of those ones that I counter, and a bunch of other things in that section. So just shouting that out there. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and take down Aurora in a sense. Oh, wow. Qingmao getting hit by Kark was not expected. Kark looked good there. We're going to let him have that one. That was a tough one. That's okay. So we lost one life, right? I mean, you can see if you want more lives, there is a way to get 5 more using 100 emeralds. 1,000 gets you infinite lives for the day. But you got to remember there's only a certain number of quest completion. So the goal is to try to not have to use them all, but you never know. So let's see. We'll try one more here. Let's see. Although some of these matchups are definitely tougher than you would like to see, at least personally. Let's see. We're going to go with Yasmin, Kark, Shaba. And where is Isaac at? Where's my buddy Isaac? I don't know if we really need to double up on attackers and kind of go light on healers, but we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. I mean, can't go wrong, I guess, right? And if worst case scenario, you lose a life, you can always can't take it too seriously, right? It is a game, and we're here to have fun. So let's see. Hopefully this gets me my 5th win. If not, we'll reassess. So we pulled it off. Love to see it. That's our 5th one. We got step 1 of the stages complete. The next one will require us to have 10 victories. And so this is where I want to quickly look at the merchant before I wrap up this video. But you can get Brawl coins spending emeralds. There is a Lilith Devil skin, so this is new, that focuses, I believe, on magic. I want to say penetration, but I'd like to double check. So, let's see. Where's our Lilith? Our Lilith is not that strong because Lilith was not a character of focus at the time. Let's see. Lilith skins, new skin is magic penetration. So, it is an interesting thing here. I'm not sure how I feel about Lilith not being a tank, still adjusting to that idea. But overall, that's what we're dealing with. Of course, going back to the merchant here, We have the devil skin. We got dolls, right, which we're very familiar with. You can get more of those dolls within the dolls, as well as some helpful items. Usually there's some Lilith Soul Stones in there. But we also have items that are related to powering up Lilith, as well as other magic attackers. So some of these items might carry over, could be useful to those interested. So quite a lot of brawl coins needed for some of these, but that is something to keep in mind. And that is really a quick, it's an overview of this event. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys all in Dominion.